Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. Welcome back to Production Line. Things are actually going very, very, very well indeed. Although there are a couple of bits and bobs that could potentially be going a little bit better, and that includes the supply of radio antenna and speakers to the fit electrical components area. That's just something that we're going to sort of need to work out, I think, in today's episode. Because that is just really not working as fantastically as it should. Financially, we're doing pretty good. Most of the time, well, actually, that's a little bit of a lie. I was a way to say most of the time that we're somewhat profitable, but I will rephrase that into some of the time we're profitable. We're making two batches of cars, and that's not the way that I go about looking at that. That is the way that I go about looking at that. And we've also unlocked the small van as well, which is something that we're going to be sorting out in today's episode 2. So currently we've got budget SUVs, sedans, and small vans. Or should I say, currently we've got budget SUVs of all varieties, sedans of all varieties, and no small vans at all. So we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work in today's episode. We're also hopefully gonna try and redraw the lines a little bit. I think we probably want to... Yeah, let's see if we can get rid of some of these. And then we'll redraw them, but we'll redraw them into two different sections because we're going to get another resource importer over here. Beautiful. Okay, so fingers crossed that'll make at least a little bit of a difference. Maybe it'll take some of the strain off this resource importer. Not entirely sure if that's going to be happening, but we'll have to wait and see. Seems like we do need an awful lot of headlights, and that seems to be one of the primary factors why things aren't going as fast as they need to be. But in terms of research, everything seems to be going pretty well. We're just working through a bunch of niceties right now, I guess. There's nothing else that we're sort of beelining for in terms of process. We haven't started manufacturing any parts in-house yet, although that's also something that we probably need to start thinking about relatively soon. There's no real rush on it, but hey ho. Financially, yep, we've got another loan to back us up if we ever need it, although I'm very much hopeful that will not be required. What's going on here? Small van. Ah, yes, we haven't started making the small van yet. And we do actually need to start making it. However, before we do that, I do rather want to try and speed up some of this process. There doesn't seem to be much happening over here in terms of making it all go well. Ah, yes, extra robots level 2. Should we get it? Part of me thinks no. In fact, all of me thinks no. I don't think there are any processes that will allow me to sort of better manage. I mean, there's even faster resource imports. That would be kind of nice. And super fast resource imports. Let's research that now. We've already got turbocharged overhead conveyors. I'm really not sure about how much of a difference that actually makes. But we'll wait and see anyway. We'll do even faster resource imports. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? We'll leave that alone and see if it works. In terms of imports over here, seems to have sped up slightly. Doesn't honestly fill me with a great amount of hope, but there we go. It looks like we've sort of finished up, or we've sort of fixed the problem with this resource importer. Again, not really sure if we have fixed the problem. Or just the cars are backlogged to a certain degree where it doesn't even matter anymore. Part of me thinks that it might be the whole fact that cars are backed up. Let's also see if I can get a stockpile. I would love to get a stockpile. Can we fit a stockpile right in there? Yeah, we can. Resource conveyor. Sure, we'll connect it up there. And we're going to take the fit electrical components. Beautiful, and we're going to store 6 copies of each of those right over there. Again, not entirely sure that it's going to make a difference, but if it is going to make a difference anywhere, it's going to make a difference, you know, right in the center of things. So rather hopeful that that will actually work. Basically means that things are only going to have to travel a short distance in order to get to their destination, as opposed to taking a heck of a long time. Also, if I put that in there, that'll even further speed up our delivery process. You know what? It might just have worked. Might just have worked. So fingers crossed, now we're going to see this stockpile deliver to here as well. Okay, you know, honestly, that might have just fixed our problems. Not entirely sure if it did, but, you know, hey-ho. Anyway, let's look at the demand and let's see if we're actually filling it. We're supposedly not. That is because we have so many cars on the market at the moment, or at least that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that we can't shift our cars fast enough. We're auto-renewing marketing research. We might even be able to get all three operational at once. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be a possibility. But it's certainly an ambition, and it's certainly helping us shift cars. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely recognize the value in helping us shift cars. It really is. It really is very, very valuable in making that happen. Also, I did get a second defect fixing area, which is quite nice. It means that absolutely all of our defects will get fixed. Well, not every defect perhaps, but certainly the vast majority of them. Man, this is just really like not going as fast as I need it to go. We're just not having the impact that we really need. I mean, I'm wondering, is it worth us buying an area? It might, perhaps if we buy this area, we might be able to move one or two extra lines of this production into here. I think this is the fit engine components. I do believe. Is that the fit engine components? Sorry, the fit accessories. This is the fit engine over here. Yeah, I feel that we need to move the fit accessories area to somewhere else because we're just not getting what we need. Part of me wants to, you know, open a big, super expensive area, but at the same time, I know that we don't need it, and therefore we shouldn't do it. Yeah. Looks like there's also a little bit of a tailback for resources over here too. Yeah, not super thrilled by that, honestly. There's just a lot of tailbacks for resources pretty much everywhere. I mean, we're going to get the super fast resource importers. I'm not sure that it's actually going to make, well, any difference, truthfully. But we'll have to wait and see. I am a little bit concerned that our money is starting to go rather down the gutter, because we seemingly do not have enough throughput. Or not even throughput, we're just not selling enough cars. Missing features. Okay, cars likes universal features. Let's bump that up. Bump that up. Uninstalled features. Let's bump that up. Let's bump that up as well. Sure. So, theoretically, we should be able to get rid of cars very, very quickly indeed. Let's get ambient lighting. Let's edit models. Let's apply to the expensive varieties. And there we go. Okay, fingers crossed we're going to be able to clear the backlog of cars that we've got. I don't like having a showroom full of 200, even if we end up losing tons and tons of money in the process. I would much rather have an empty showroom. It's been way too long since we actually cleared out our showroom and made it passable. Or made it reasonable. Or even had it, you know, even had it in a good condition. So we need to clean it up and get things sorted. And the only way that we're going to do it is by doing this. And in terms of our sales, let me have a look at our car sales. Hey, I tell you what, it's made us money. It's made us money. In terms of our car sales, everything is looking quite nice. I do want to get the van sorted. Do I really want to faff around with a van at a time like this? Not really. I mean, we're already pretty profitable. I mean, if we're selling off all of our backlog at such a knockdown price, you'd expect us to be kind of profitable. Sure. Panoramic sunroof. There we go. apply to the high-end models. Yes, I know I need to... Okay, I'll just install the common features. What are the common features? Power steering. There we go. 2 common features that need to be installed. That'll get rid of that. Keyless entry is now more common than before. That's fine. Also, we've got even faster resource imports. I think that is significantly faster, actually. The real proof of the pudding is going to be if we're importing faster over here. Really not convinced that we are, truthfully. Let's go and have a look at processes. And let's get even faster resource imports. High-speed conveyors, really not bothered about that, to be honest. Mini stockpiles, I am bothered about, and I want to get mini stockpiles. They're just so much better to deal with than big ones. You can fit them into, lovely, small, tight little spaces, like here, and it's just much easier to make it work. But yeah, anyway, look at this. We have managed to clear our backlog of cars. That is really, really great news. So, I mean, it did sort of require cutting the price, dramatically, but, and selling a luxury car for $44,000. But, hey ho, if it gets the car out of there, how are we getting cars with so many defects? I feel that we should probably get ourselves let's get ourselves another one of these bad boys. Might not make a difference, but it basically, each of them has a 75% chance to, a 90% chance to fix defects. So we really shouldn't have any excuse for any mistakes. Yeah, so 90% times 90% times 90%. I mean, there is a very, very significant chance that the mistakes are going to be fixed. Cool. Yeah, good. Honestly, everything is going pretty darn well. There's still a bunch of luxury cars that we need to sell off, but we're getting rid of them slowly but surely. The marketing, I think, is... well, it's working well, to be honest. Quite nice. We've got the movie campaign that's about to renew. That's going to renew at the cost of 240 ideas. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to... renew that. Or at least not quite yet. Super fast resource imports are almost done. Very, very nice. So is that going to make a difference? That is the question. Is it making a difference over here? You know what? Maybe it actually is. Maybe it actually is making a difference over here. I always say that. I always say it kind of optimistically. We are fast forwarding, I'm seeing if it's actually going to work. I mean, I somehow don't think it's making that much of a difference. I presume it is making a difference, but not enough, unfortunately. Small van, sure, we need to update regular stuff. Or should I say the common features? And yeah, okay, good. Good. Everything's ticking along quite nicely, in fact. So there's a bunch of mid-range sedans for some reason that are still just chilling out in here. The sedans really are the... why are the mid-range sedans... why are there so many mid-range sedans? Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. There are 7 budget vans that we should be making. You know what? Let's add in budget vans. I feel that we're probably in a fine position to do that. Also, let's upgrade all slots with robots. It's going to cost us a pretty penny and going to cost us way more power, but that's okay. Change schedule. Sure, let's do that. And let's add 7 small vans. Wood dashboard, let's upgrade that. Edit models. Sure. There we go. Apply options. And before we start making the budget van, let's go and absolutely trick out this budget van. This is going to be the best van that you are ever going to find. It's going to be the most high-end van in the world. Cruise control in a budget van, abso-bloody-lutely. Leather interior, absolutely. Premium music, you bet. Powered seats, powered steering adjustment, powered tailgate, if a tailgate's even a thing on a van. A sunroof, yeah. Sat nav, sure. It only is going to cost us 19 grand to make. So if we sell it for like 25,000 bucks, they're getting quite a good deal, actually. You know what? I think that's actually quite a good deal for us. I mean, not a good deal for us, but a good deal for the customer. You know what? We should really just make all of our cars. We should really just make all of our budget cars just super, super good, super affordable. But the profit margins just aren't there, so we at least need to continue luxury car production. Also, look at this. It seems that the changes that I did make actually might have had an impact. That or the super fast imports. I'm probably betting on the super fast imports having a much larger impact than I did. But hey ho. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Hopefully, we're not seeing any nonsense coming through. Let's launch the movie campaign. Yep. And keep it on reoccurring. See if we can. Because I noticed that our sales did start to slip a little bit. And the way that we can... Oh! Spend over 5 million on marketing in a single game. That's great. The way that we can, of course, sell more cars is through marketing. And look at this. Would you look at that? That is a huge profit. That's great. Really, really happy with that, actually. The problem is getting... Marketing is now a significant part of our budget. Speaking of a significant part of our budget, component purchase and actually starting to manufacture bits and bobs is something that we genuinely need to consider, since we are now at the point where, compact body, I don't really want to even worry about this right now, but hey ho, we'll research a pickup truck. Yeah, we do need to start thinking about starting to manufacture some of our own goods. I mean, if we have a little look at the price of components, this means quite a lot, or quite literally nothing to me, I guess. But if we have a look at the stuff that is consumed, so for example, the brakes, they cost $290. That's quite a lot of money. And we need to try and make some brakes. So how do we go about making some brakes? I presume that will be in processes. Bumper manufacturer, body shell, paintwork, exhaust. No. Brakes manufacture. Make brakes. Let's get this research right now, actually. I'm feeling that maybe we should have researched this a little bit earlier, just in order to sort of start making components. It only costs 1,000 research points. So for that reason, it makes me think maybe we're supposed to research it earlier, or maybe we're incentivized to research it earlier, should I say. You're not really supposed to do anything in this game. But that's fine. We're already halfway to getting that stuff done anyway. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get another brand awareness campaign up and running. I mean, I do think that we're going to have to... Why are there two dudes right up there? I do think we're going to have to buy another area if we want to start manufacturing stuff. Or should I say, if we want to start building our own bits and bobs. And I think, honestly, this is going to be the area that we do it. Because we only need to link the supplies with... Sure, let's get that researched. We only need to link it with an overhead conveyor. We don't need to link it with belt. So let's do that. We're going to expand. It's going to be a small area. It gives us one extra resource importer, which is kind of nice. It's a bit far away from all of this stuff, so it gives us the perfect opportunity. Wheel assembly, make brakes. So this is going to be the first thing that we're going to manufacture, and I think it's actually the first thing that I have ever manufactured. Let's get a resource importer over there. There we go. Can we go to a stockpile, perhaps? Is it worth us running to a stockpile over at the side of the map over here? I don't actually know if this is going to make a ounce of difference if we have it stockpiled, but we can at least try. Okay. Component manufactured. Hey, great. Should work out to be more efficient than important everything, but make sure there is a route from the manufacturing slot to where the component will be used. Yeah, that's true, actually. Where are the brakes fitted? Brakes are fitted... Ooh, yikes. Is it over here somewhere? Yeah, the brakes are fitted over here. So what's the conveyor look like over here? Wow, this is just a mess. Believe it or not, though, it is actually all connected up. Well, actually, tell a lie. Now it's all connected up. But I'm sure that's going to really mess with everything. But with the super fast resource importing, it'll probably work out. Can we get some upgrades? Horn manufacturer. Yep, I'm interested in getting horn manufacturing set up. Cool. I don't suspect that we're going to be fulfilling much of the demand for brakes, so maybe we're going to need way more brake manufacturing capability. In fact, I would wager that we probably will. Where is it? Hey, would you look at this? Okay, we produce 8 an hour. We produce 8 an hour. Yep. 8 an hour. What do we import for this, actually? Steel. We import steel. How much steel goes into making a brake? So steel costs... Does it show up here? 0.086 local component production. I'm fairly certain that there is a component area here. Yeah, okay. So brakes cost 253. Steel costs 65 bucks. How much steel actually gets turned into... Okay, so one steel costs 2 brakes. So that you know, so literally we get a brake for 30 bucks. That is great. So we're saving 200 bucks. So, in order to fulfill the demand for brakes, we need 10. We need 10 brake manufacturing. We need 10 make brake areas. That's crazy. Okay, that is quite literally crazy. Sure, let's get 10 make brake areas. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, look, would you look at that? That works out perfectly. This is going to be somewhat of a nightmare to link up, but in other ways, it's going to be totally easy to link up. There we go. Would you look at that? All right, so theoretically, as long as we can get everything imported properly, everything will work just fine. Let's run it for a little bit and see how it goes. Supply stockpile, add, break. Prefer local. Limit it to like 30. In fact, you know what? Let's limit it to like 36. So there we go. We should be able to stockpile a bunch of brakes there. Theoretically, that'll work. I don't actually know if that's the case. We'll have to wait and see. We now produce 120, but we only need 84. And we have 134 stockpiled. Well, at least now, if we look at it, we're now making 10% of all production. I mean, 84 brakes is a pretty significant chunk of our pretty significant chunk of our stuff that we're importing. So we're gonna make a huge saving, actually. That is great. There's no export room. That's fine. That's totally fine. If these guys are sitting idle, that's okay. I'm quite comfortable with that, as long as they're just making breaks as and when they need it. We'll buy all. Yep, let's get predictive stock control. Not like it really makes a huge difference, but there we go. Man, I am super happy with that. And you know what, ladies and gents, in the next episode, we're going to be taking this whole, locally produced thing to the next level, and hopefully we're going to be able to fill out this room with a whole bunch of machines that are going to make a whole bunch of our factory bits and bobs. So, ladies and gents, on that note, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Production Line, Orbital Auto. I'll see you next time. Bye.